Welcome to our bold analysis, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much. As you can realize, I am a different background because I'm shooting from home back in Siaya. And yesterday I did not produce any video because I was meeting some few people around here. I was in a position to have a talk with the ODM SMCA aspirant here. Is known as Madam Mercedes. Yeah, and one thing I can say from here is the ODM candidates must really work very hard. And for Orengo, it will not be a walk in the park. So, of course, we shall have to look at that differently. I also understand that yesterday, the UDA team released their manifesto. We shall have a look at that in perhaps our next analysis. Kenyans are asking a question. Why is it that Gideon Moi is not in the campaign trail? And this is a question that has surfaced in this channel more than once. And as I promised you guys, I was trying to pick pieces here and there to find out what exactly might be happening. Gideon Moi was playing a critical role in making sure that Kalonzo Musyoka supports Raila Odinga's presidency. And as you remember, the day Raila Odinga was unveiling Martha Karua as the running mate, he appeared in KICC in the morning. 30 minutes later, he had again appeared at Kalonzo Musyoka's command center the very day, and he was trying to manage expectations so that at least he was just trying to manage Kalonzo Musyoka so that Kalonzo Musyoka will support Raila Odinga. It even went to an extent when Kalonzo was going to Uganda, he was with Kalonzo all along. So to that, people were expecting that through maybe the OrCA, they were going to join the campaign trail because Kalonzo Musyoka had not joined. And even after that, we saw Kalonzo doing on campaigns. And before that, it had been announced by the KANU party that the party chairman, because he's the chairman, he's the party leader of KANU, that he was going to vie for, that he was not going to seek an elective seat. But in the home stretch of IBC's timeline, Gideon Moi submitted his papers to vie for Baringo Senate seat. Just did just the campaign the very day. There is a likelihood that he went back to campaign, but if you check, you will realize that he's not been so active and he's not even been campaigning in Baringo. I'm told the the UDA Senate candidate in Baringo is a big threat, and perhaps we're going to look at how that. So sometimes when you don't see Gideon Moi, you ask yourself, where is Nick Salat? Nick Salat is the spanner boy for Gideon Moi. These are people that are around Gideon Moi. And Nick Salat has been campaigning. For him, he's been in the campaign trail for some time. You see him in one Azimio rally, maybe the other one is not there. But again, he's campaigning in Rift Valley. So when people are asking, where is Gideon Moi, I also had another understanding asking, where is Cyrus Jirongo? Ladies and gentlemen, where is OrCA? Even though we understand that we have Azimio, One Kenya. Cyrus Jirongo has also gone back to Kakamega and is seeking an elective seat. And I understand that during Azimio la Umoja KCC meeting, council meeting that was chaired by Raila Odinga, he was being asked to step aside and support Baraza and Savula. And we are not yet, I cannot yet confirm whether an agreement had been reached. So in this video, I want us to look at the powerful role that Gideon Moi is playing in Raila Odinga's presidency. And this powerful role has a tilt effect on William Ruto's future. Then Azimio la Umoja, I want to say there are a lot of backroom deals and MOUs. When you listen to Peter Munya saying that in Raila's government, he will be one of the most powerful person after Raila, Martha Karua, and Kalonzo Musyoka. That is not a statement that has been challenged. That is not a statement that you've heard anyone else saying. Gideon Moi has not even spoken about this for some time. So guys, what I see here is something that is beyond what Kenyans are seeing. Kindly subscribe to our channel, click the notification bell, and also like our video. When you like our video, you are promoting this channel. And of course, here we give politics a different look. I once analyzed some time back that Gideon Moi and Uhuru Kenyatta and Raila Odinga, the three sons of the founding fathers of this country, for the first time, they are coming together in a general election. They are in the same camp for the first time. If you remember 2002, Uhuru Kenyatta was with Moi, Raila was on his side. In 2007, Raila was on the ballot, Gideon Moi was on the side of Mwai Kibaki and President Uhuru Kenyatta. In 2013, Gideon Moi and Uhuru Kenyatta were together. That is 2013 and 2017. 2022 is the unique election where the three sons of the founding fathers are in one camp. That, I want to say, is not a coincidence, just by the virtue of it being a coincidence, but it is a coincidence by making. And what you can see is a situation where President Uhuru Kenyatta, Gideon Moi, Raila Odinga, they all go into a podium, and they speak. Do you know what that means? In the perception of Kenyans, or in the political arena, the narrative of the dynasties are merging against William Ruto could actually gain momentum. And when I realized it, I checked at the comment section. People were like, Kevin, I don't think this is consequential. I want to challenge you. This is very consequential. William Ruto's message has been that Kenyans have been told, or they have been fashioned to believe, that the son of a peasant farmer who does not understand, whose father is not known, can become president. I want to say that that is a very powerful statement, because majority of Kenyans are not from any dynasty. So one thing I see here, it was a tactical move to make sure that Gideon Moi and Raila Odinga and actually William and President Uhuru Kenyatta do not share the podium, do not come in dais, because the photo can be put, it will be in the next the next standard headline or the next newspaper headline, and from that it can create a very powerful rallying call on Raila Odinga's competitors. So they decided then to make sure that Raila runs the show alone. And one thing that also this brings, Raila has reform pitch in this direction. If you ask someone, what is Raila's rallying call? Raila's rallying call is reforms. The reform pitch is on issues of economy, is on issues of social justice, is on issues of security and all that. Now, the two presidents, Uhuru Kenyatta was a president, and some of the things that Raila would really want to reform will be to undo what, according to him, President Uhuru Kenyatta did not get right. Gideon Moi's father was a president in this country for 24 years. The social injustices that the Raila Odinga's reform agenda will put on table would not really get more traction if he is also just associating himself with the rest of that team. So that could be also one of the reasons that is playing out on Gideon Moi taking a backseat. If you follow keenly, you will realize that to the formation of Azimio la Umoja, there was an OrCA, One Kenya Alliance. And the kind of dialogue, or rather the structured negotiations between Kalonzo Musyoka, Raila Odinga and President Uhuru Kenyatta was anchored on the OrCA. So Kalonzo was carrying the OrCA house to bring into Azimio la Umoja, but I think for the sake of posterity and stability of the government, if Raila wins the presidency, President Uhuru Kenyatta and Raila Odinga tactfully wanted to kill the momentum of OrCA. Because I can tell you that when Kalonzo joined the campaign trail, he's been campaigning in Ukambani and the other parts of the country, mostly the coastal part. I think I've seen him mostly in Ukambani. The first rally that Kalonzo held by himself, he was in Kajiado. Then he also went to Tala and all that. Look at even the very first rally that Kalonzo held jointly with Raila Odinga in Ukambani. Someone would expect that Gideon Moi will be there. The presence of Gideon Moi will give Kalonzo an opportunity to coalesce a team for the OrCA. It's very simple. When you have Gideon Moi, there are MPs that are aligned towards Gideon Moi and aspirants that are aligned towards Gideon Moi. What you can see is sometime, if maybe before elections or after elections, another group, caucus group, converges around OrCA. And they converge around OrCA, they will use that to maybe call their shots in Azimio la Umoja. So what they have done is to make sure that Kalonzo Musyoka works with the team as wiper. And that is why I was saying when I started this analysis that Cyrus Jirongo being pushed to the periphery was tactical. My member of parliament that comes from a county, the MDG, Movement for Development and Growth, David Ucheng, was also pushed to the periphery. So the OrCA parties have been pushed or have pushed themselves tactically to the periphery to leave Kalonzo Musyoka so that the OrCA will exist in words in the document, but on ground there is no members of parliament or aspirants that can coalesce around Kalonzo Musyoka, because that would be used as post-bargaining strategy that Kalonzo Musyoka or the OrCA team might have. And I want to say here, the powerful role that also Moi will be playing, that I think Gideon Moi are also part of the team that are financing Azimio la Umoja. I want to ask a question. President Uhuru Kenyatta, yes, he's been touted to be the person paying everything and the Mount Kenya Foundation. And if there is the truth to what is being said, then it means that Azimio la Umoja is a depository. It's bit of everyone has a share. So for you to have a share, you must invest. And one thing I want to believe, that Gideon Moi have very big interest in this country. Moi family have a lot of investments from the media industry to the Kenya Airways. They are a lot into the real estate investments, into the tourism sector, the hotel industry. There's just a lot. And one thing I can also see, that because Gideon Moi knows that the KANU party is a little bit now unpopular in some areas of the country, and they cannot pull numbers in the National Assembly to defend their interest as a party, but they invest perhaps financing the campaigns and supporting the campaigns in the boardroom, then through that they would have a stake. So this is something that should worry William Ruto, because it ties to a secret succession plan post Raila Odinga. I want to say this. It has been touted that after Raila Odinga, the succession will involve Kalonzo Musyoka, Martha Karua, and William Ruto. But I want to challenge that I want to add the name of Gideon Moi in that succession plan. And if you remember some time Kalonzo Musyoka saying that after Raila, it will be me. That's something that Kalonzo Musyoka said. So they've also been part, and by the way, that's why he wanted to be the running mate, so that he will be the next standing at the door. Then Martha Karua is picked as the running mate. One thing I see here, that the best way to checkmate William Ruto Raila Odinga and the team might coalesce around Gideon Moi. If Raila becomes the president, then the only one that maybe shall have remained is Gideon Moi. And I'm not saying that it should be rotational, that it should come from Uhuru, Raila, then Gideon Moi. I'm not saying that. What I'm simply trying to make here is that there might be a secret plan to craft a succession team around Gideon Moi. But for that to be successful, you must put Gideon Moi in the front back. This is because Kalonzo Musyoka and any other person that in Azimio la Umoja and is trying to posture on Raila Odinga's succession. There are many leaders. You don't underestimate Oparanya. He's from Western, and of course he might be mistake. There is a very ambitious politician from Mombasa in the name of Hassan Joho. There is ambitious politician from Mount Kenya known as Peter Kenneth and Peter Munya. These are politicians that are in the line on Raila Odinga's succession. But for you to make sure that there is no friction and people see that, okay, the door is open, if Raila works with Gideon Moi and not even the rest of the team, what will happen is someone will signal that, look here, Raila wants to give power to Gideon Moi after him. And because of that secret succession, I think they've decided that let them lay low. Perhaps if Raila wins the presidency, when Raila wins the presidency, they shall now start bringing it pole pole. There is a saying in politics that always keep your ambitions secret. Don't lay your ambitions bare. Otherwise, all the guns, people shall start sharpening guns against Gideon Moi. Even Deputy President himself will start to planning on how he can counter Gideon Moi if Gideon Moi is involved in Raila Odinga's succession. Ladies and gentlemen, that is my bold analysis. And of course, in my next, we shall look at the UDA manifesto.